In my experience, Memento is usually brought up by people who are tired of Nolan's bigger movies. They want him to come back to the kind of smaller films he used to make. And while I don't necessarily mind Nolan moving on to bigger things, there are some good reasons for wanting him to try smaller movies again. Memento was, perhaps, the last indie film that Nolan has made so far in his life. In a foreshadowing of future brotherly collaborations, Nolan worked extensively on this project with the help of his brother, Jonathan. Jonathan not only helped Christopher write the screenplay, but he also wrote the short story which the movie was based on. Memento is made in pretty much the same kind of style that Following was made in, with a bigger budget and a much more complex story. We find out that a man named Leonard Shelby is looking for revenge against a man named John G. We find out that Leonard and his wife were attacked one evening. While the wife was murdered, Leonard lost his short-term memory, and he now has a condition called anterogate amnesia. The movie follows his quest to kill this so-called John G. character, even as Leonard has to come up with very interesting methods to get around his amnesia and remember the clues he learns. Throughout the film, he's aided and abetted by a woman named Natalie, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, and Teddy, a shady figure played by Joe Pantoliano. Both of these former Matrix actors do a good job with never quite revealing their loyalties until the very end of the movie is shown to us. But of course, the real star of this movie is Guy Pearce. His performance carries the entire movie, and we really get attached to this man trying to overcome the odds in an attempt to find justice. Memento is a very complex film, with two different storylines going on at the same time. One is filmed in black and white, and it goes in chronological order, while the storyline filmed in color is a series of scenes playing in reverse order. The effect is dizzying at first, but once the pattern is established, it's easier to follow. Nolan once again shows how he can play with conventions in a manner that reflects the kind of editing that Quentin Tarantino is sometimes known for. Memento also takes the time to really establish the facts around these kinds of medical cases. This adds a very grounded level to Leonard's handicap, but it also sets the stage for an ending that will doubtless take many people by surprise, even those who are used to twist endings. Even though it was only his second feature film, Memento secured Nolan's upward surge as a filmmaker. It was after this film that Nolan began his relationship with Warner Brothers, and from here on in, they would be behind his movies, starting, of course, with his next one.